Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to sit down and do my January Boxycharm unboxing. It has been quite some time since I've done one of these because honestly, my boxes really haven't been that great, So basically what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys what I got in my box, the value of it, testing these products on my face. So if that's something that you are interested in, then just keep watching. All right, first things first. So like I said, I already did open the box, but I will show you guys kind of what I got already. The theme of January's is called Breaking the Ice. Breaking the ice. We're breaking some ice cubes. Okay, so the first thing I got in my box, which I already did try, this is going to be the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. I did try this last night when I opened my box. I just wanted to try it so I could tell you guys how it was before I recorded this. So I tried it on my face last night. It smells like watermelon, y'all. Like it smells like Jolly Rancher watermelon. Personally, I'm not somebody that really likes heavy fragranted things. I think it was a little much for me because almost like, how do I explain this? Like I feel like when anything has like a super heavy fragrance or smells like super fruity, I just feel like it's very like, I don't know, I just feel like the value of it kind of goes down a little bit because it feels cheap to me, because generally when things are like heavily scented, it means that they're like covering up a lot of stuff, which I don't know if this is the case or not. I liked how it worked though. I will say that. I did like how this works. It was very, not jelly-like, but just very like, I don't know, thin consistency. It spread across my face really nicely. So I liked how it seeped into my skin and everything. My skin was nice and hydrated this morning, hello. And afterwards, I think you can use it two different ways actually. So you can use it as like, you put it on your face like really heavily and then you rinse it off, or you can sleep in it and then rinse it off in the morning. So that's what I did. Okay, let me read what it says. Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. The Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask is a bouncy, breathable sleeping mask that smooths and perfects skin overnight. The pillow-proof formula acts as a radiance-boosting face mask formulated with soothing amino acids, rich watermelon extracts, hydrating hyaluronic acid, and pore-refining AHAs that work while you sleep to gently exfoliate and clarify. This is worth $22. I don't know if this is worth $22 or if there's a bigger size that's worth $22, because this is really small for $22. Next, we have the Too Faced Diamond Light Highlighter. I have never used Too Faced highlighters before, so I have no idea what to expect with this. Let's open it up. Ooh, it's your time to shine. Really cute packaging inside. So the package is within the package. It's a box within a box. So it's really pretty. It's got like a pink and goldish pearlescent, kind of holographic look. It's really pretty though. Let me swatch it on my hand, see how it comes off my skin. Yeah, so it's definitely holographic. I don't know if you guys can see that because I'm like as white as a ghost. But it's definitely like when the light hits it, it's got like a pink pearlescence look to it. Not super glittery. I thought it was gonna be glittery, but it's definitely not. Yeah, just because I have such fair skin and I have such a pinky undertone that I feel like this matches my skin really well. Okay, let me see what Boxycharm has to say about it. This is a one-of-a-kind highlighter. It is infused with real crushed diamond powder and light reflecting pearls for a brilliant, fancy pink diamond glow that will have you on planet shimmer. All right, light up your complexion with pure pink radiance in a silky powder formula, swirling by a dual tone opalescent shade together to create an ethereal, I know this word, ethereal, little, oh my gosh, custom glow all on its own. Each highlighter is created with our own unique marble pouring technique, ensuring no two highlighters will ever look the same, just like a real diamond, and the cost of this is $36. Okay, next this is gonna be the Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil. I will say that when I first saw this, I got really excited because I have heard many things that castor oil is supposed to help with hair growth, eyelash growth, all that good stuff. I've never used it before, but I've read a lot about it, so I'm excited that this is supposed to have castor oil with it. I'm excited about this. Grande Cosmetics Grandorama Intense Thickening Mascara. Okay. Designed by the maker of a cult favorite Grande Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum, Grande Cosmetics introduces the hottest secret weapon for lashes that command attention. The Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil, the No Flake Intense Black formula works while you wear it, creating an unrivaled thickness through the key ingredient, castor oil. And this is $25. I am very excited to try this. I hope it works. Next, this is the Wander Beauty Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. Prepare for the perfect getaway for a trip for two. This matte blush and bronzer cheek duo seamlessly blends onto the skin to deliver a naturally glowing complexion. Add buildable warmth and a flush color to the skin. This long-wearing sun-kissed duo made with hydrating blend of mango seed butter and sunflower seed oil to help soothe and brighten, enriched with lotus flower and sea buckhorn extract to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And the retail price for this is $36. So this is what it looks like. It's a nice size, I will say that. Like the size of the pan, I feel like is a really decent size. Let me swatch it on my hand. It's a really, really nice blush color. Okay, let's try the bronzer. Honestly, the bronzer does not look that dark, but I'm also not that dark, so it might work just fine. It's definitely light. I don't know if the camera will pick this up at all. It's got a little bit of an, like almost like a peachy undertone actually. I don't know how the camera's picking it up or if you guys can even see it. Okay, and then lastly we have the Ace Beauty eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna read what it says off of the card right now. This eyeshadow palette features 12 colors that are reminiscent to the beautiful sunrises and sunsets witnessed in various locations around the world. Each color has been carefully milled and pressed to provide the easiest application and the most excellent color payoff. And the price of this is $34.99. I am really excited to try this eyeshadow palette because honestly, whenever I get eyeshadow palettes in my Boxycharms, they're not that great. I got a Dose of Colors one though a few months ago and I really like that one, but the last couple of times that I've gotten eyeshadow palettes, they have not been very good. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Really, really pretty colors. Let me see if I can get close up with that. Okay, I don't know how well you guys are gonna pick this up on camera, but these are the swatches that I did throughout the palette. The gold is really pretty. The blue icy one is really pretty. It wasn't super pigmented the first time that I swatched it. I kind of had to do it a couple times, but I'm excited to play with this palette. Ooh, okay. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna tally everything up together, find out the total of this box, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so the total of this month's January Boxycharm is going to be $153.99. Holy smokes, such a good deal. This box is pretty good, not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited about everything in this box actually. So let's play around with some products, create a look, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts at the end. Okay guys, so I have my concealer on my eyes. I'm just using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I set it with some loose powder for a base. So now we're just gonna go in with the Ace Beauty eyeshadow and create something fun and colorful and yeah. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna go in with the shade Grand Canyon. This is that orange shade right here. I'm just gonna be using that as a transition shade. There's not really a transition shade in here, so we're just gonna go in. I'm just going in with the tiniest amount. Like I'm barely dipping into the palette and I'm pretty much tapping off anything that is on the brush. Keeping it in the crease and buffing it up into my brow bone area just to kind of diffuse it out a little bit. How do you have like good looking hands when you do eyeshadow? Like some people I see that are doing their makeup and their eyeshadow, they're just so like effortless when they do their eyeshadow, and I'm over here like I watch back some of my clips and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I look like a freaking troll trying to do my eyeshadow over here with my fingers. So far so good. I am pretty impressed with this one shade that I've used. Okay, so next I'm going to be going in with the shade Pyramid. It is this warm brown chocolatey shade, and I'm going to be keeping it on the crease and kind of outer corner and then just blending it into my transition shade. Dab it right on the outer corner there. Kind of work it up into that crease. It's like a brownish red actually. I'm gonna go back in with Grand Canyon, that first shade that I used, and kind of just blend it back into the crease over here and buff out the outer edges. I'm gonna go in with the shade Fade. This is that really deep brown color, and I'm just gonna keep it right on the outer crease V, just keeping it really, really out on the distance and just darkening the outer corners of my eyes. Try not to bring it in too much. We'll see about that, because I always do. But just right on the outer part, buffing it into my lash line. Just really pressing it. I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy blending brush and just buff out the edges with whatever product is left on my brush already, not dipping into any new product. Going back in with my other brush. By the way, this is the Morphe E17 that I'm using for that outer crease portion. The more that I'm blending this out, the brown is actually, it's got a really, it's got a cool tone. I can see like purples coming out of it. I'm finding a little bit difficulty blending out that darker shade and kind of making the crease area a little bit diffused. It's kind of like once you put the shade there, you can't really undo it. See, I don't know how we got here. I know how we got here, but I don't know how we got here. I feel like this dark brown shade just has a mind of its own and it just kind of spreads out wherever it wants. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Gleam. This is that like fire burnt red metallic shade. I'm gonna put it on my lid, but I'm gonna keep it on the outer half of my lid, and then I think I'm gonna ombre it into Golden Hour, which is that really rich orange metallic shade, and I'm gonna put this on the center inner corner of my eye and just kind of ombre the two. Start with my finger and just put it right on the outer corner right here. The transfer of this shadow isn't the best. I'm gonna go in with my Luxie 211. This is actually a concealer brush, but I like to use it for packing a lot. This is not looking cute at all. Okay, I'm just gonna go in and blend the edges with Fade and darken up that crease again. This is horrible. This is, oh my gosh, this has gone awful. Like you have to like tug it down on your eyelid for it to even like disperse any product, and then it's just like, oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna try and do the inner corner of my lid with Golden Hour, this orange metallic shade. Let's see if this plays out any different than Gleam, but not very hopeful. This definitely isn't like a formula that you can pat. You really gotta kind of drag it across and pull. I don't know, maybe if I wet my brush, maybe it'll like glide easier. It just keeps like getting stuck. Let me try the setting spray, see if it makes a difference. Oh my god, it's, at least my hair is set for the day. Okay, well, we can clearly see how this look is going. I'm just gonna kind of slowly tap over this red shade just because it's so horrible. So now that the agonizing part of that is over, I am gonna go back in with Fade, and I'm just gonna line my lash line ever so slightly just because right now it feels kind of bare. I'm just gonna close my eye and kind of just smudge it into my lash line. All right, so we're gonna take a break on the eyes before I chuck this palette out the window, but I'm going to, we're gonna go in with this grande. Grande, that means large? Large, yeah. I never took Spanish. All right, I'm nervous, I'm excited, let's go. You better give me bigger than life mascaras, you grande mascara tube. I don't know how I feel about this bristle. This bristle reminds me of like, I woke up and I had an extremely bad hair day and my hair was just like, well, I feel like there's some volume there. I can really see my freckles from this angle. I love for one, so there's a beauty trend out there where it's like, yes, I got what you guys all want. Alrighty guys, so I have my face makeup on. I just put on some foundation, concealer, and powdered my face. I am going to finish the lower lash line and try out some more colors in this palette, and then we will finish up the rest of my face. So I'm really drawn to this shade Cactus right here, this army green color. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I have an eyeliner I'm gonna go in with and water my lash line, and then I will probably set it and smudge it out with that green color is what I'm thinking, because I want to incorporate some more shades in this so I can try out the rest of this palette. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe eyeliner. This is in the shade Everlasting. It's a really pretty green, and I'm just gonna line my waterline. Okay, I'm gonna go in with that Cactus shade and just stamp my lash line. I'm gonna go back in with Cactus, which is that green shade. I'm just gonna kind of buff it out a little bit. Okay, and then to, I think, finish my eye, I'm gonna take this Serengeti shade, this really pretty gold shade, and I think I'm gonna pop it in the inner corner of my tear duct. So once again, this metallic shade, just like the other two, is really not coming off too well. Like, I'm literally taking in, like really working it into the palette, and I'm still getting barely any pigment. So now I'm going to go in with this Wander Beauty blush and bronzer duo. I'm going to be taking the bronzer shade. Let's see how it shows up on the skin. I don't know. This shade is called Costa Ray. Okay, something weird is happening. So I can see it a little bit. I don't know if this will pick up on camera, but it's like when I tap my brush into it, let me see if I can do this. When I tap my brush into it, maybe it's just the shadow, but it's like dark. Like the shading is dark, like it's muddy, or like I have like a black eyeshadow on my brush and it's transferring onto the palette. I don't know if you can see it. It's weird, but I mean, it's not showing up like that on my face, so. Okay, so now I'm gonna be going in with the blush. This is in the shade Bellini, really nice peachy pink color. Let's see how this pays off. It's a really pretty color, actually. I really like this a lot. And then lastly, I'm just gonna go in with the Too Faced highlighter in the shade Fancy Pink Diamond. You guys just hear my stomach growl. Oh gosh. Ooh. Really got a really pretty like opal iridescent look to it. Alrighty guys, so I am going to do my lips off camera and then I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. My final thoughts on this box. The Ace Beauty Vintage Dawn eyeshadow palette. My initial reaction is I kind of just want to toss it, but the matte shades are really good. They're really pigmented. Kind of hard to blend out, honestly. I felt like this look got kind of out of control from what I was going for just because I was trying to blend it out so much. The metallic shades are, I'm just gonna say it, they are garbage. There's no possible way of going around it to try and put it on your lid, whether you use a finger, a brush, whatever. It's just, it doesn't go on, and then you're trying to put more product on to, you know, get on your lid, and it's just ends up coming off because you're putting too much product on. It's just a mess. So honestly, if I were to use this palette again, I would probably just stick with the matte shades, to be honest, just because the metallic shades are honestly just junk. Just gonna say it, they're junk. Wander Beauty Trip for 2, the blush and bronzer duo. I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit more. I do really like the color of the blush, though. I think it's really good quality. I'm not sure about the bronzer. Gonna have to see how it sits on my face, just because for whatever reason the shade in this pan is just really throwing me off. And like I said, I don't know if this is gonna come up on camera, but it just looks like dark and dirty, and it looks as if I took a black eyeshadow that had like residue on my brush and dunked it in there, and which I didn't, so I don't know, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. The Too Faced highlighter I enjoyed so much. I think it's such a pretty shade. It's just a mixture of the common two like pinky opalescence with that gold, and it's really pretty on my skin. I like it a lot. The mascara I'm gonna have to try a little bit more. I'm not a huge fan of it just because I didn't feel like it made my lashes very long, even though, I mean, this isn't really what it's supposed to do, is make your lashes long. It's more of a thickening mascara. And especially with the castor oil, we'll see if it actually does anything for my lashes. So that'll take some time as well. And then lastly, the Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask I did really like, which I will be using again. The scent is a little bit strong. If you can get past the watermelon scent, you should be fine. Or if you like watermelon, then that works too. So I thought it was really good. But all in all, I would give this box, I don't know, like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I don't know, definitely not 10 out of 10. But yeah, it's all right. It's a pretty good box, better than what I feel like I've been getting the last couple months. Eyeshadow palettes are honestly just a hit or miss. But yeah, anyways, that is my thoughts for this month's Boxycharm. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe. I would much appreciate it. Subscribe for good vibes. Subscribe for good vibes. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.